Beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. You hear that? 'Tis her. Look, out over the water. She's come, Nisha. She come. Quick, lass, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on the thralls, and we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Hey there, brace, mine, everything all. True love spurned, your cruelty's reward. Cast out, callous soul, dead to desire. Spare mournful distress, mournful mistress. Melody, last breath of death, the rhythm. Dost thou not to relent, regret, forever alone? May love, the river, one look, soul shiver. No more dark eclipse heart. Am I all right? Ha! I'm better than that. And shit. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with two whatsits if we'd got to the songsters, but you can't have everything, can you? She'll not come crooning around here again, though. Not for a while. If she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for your help. Bugger me, I clean forgot your name. Remind me. Rathima. You don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not my old mate, what's name? Why have you been so bloody helpful? Ah, never mind. Be seeing you, lassie. Jobs in the room. Tain't fair with the rules changing all the time. I was good looter, I tells you. Oh, suddenly, job comes with ghosts. Looky there, that's a full bottle. I had one of those around here before. I think something happened to it. Thanks. You're the best apparition I've seen. Supposed to go with other cargo too. Chest full of electrum bars and like for treating with the East and Marash something. I think I'll take the wine. Ah, smells like rotten eggs. I'm not drinking that. What a waste, all that wine and mead. Beer, mustn't forget the beer. And brown wine for the captain. You got him? Chowder coming along nice. You can always cook a fine chowder. Ah, see what I tell you. Knew they were there. I did just toss them right in, and this would be a meal fit for the animal. Ugh, smells like feet. How long has that spice been left in the graveyard anyway? No, I ain't got no supper neither. Told them this were a bad idea. Easy money, they said. Sure will be for the folk on this island. I'll have to pay them for more papados and cream. You really got rid of all those moaning sods, did you? They rested better than I weren't. Weren't some sons of trolls. Been one thing after another around these parts. Ships gunning themselves on reefs, reliable hands disappearing. It used to be a nice little spot, you know. Now the house busted and we have things like this happen thrice a moon or worse. I mean, it was a siren? How were you able to risk yourself? I see. I had heard Master Medodo was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying air plugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Rathima. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say. And more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Ah, the conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might have a closer look. Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with the specimen. Congratulations, Rathima. Seldom, however, if ever, have encountered a corrupted crystal comprised of such volatile abundance of fire aspected ether. What? You wanted a corrupt crystal composed of ice aspected ether to ride with the effects of raging wind? Well, this specimen will help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. Just have to keep looking, I suppose. Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Was that an expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is this time you won't need to use that worded pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hayden's findings suggested that it's quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say it's got a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Rathima. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Greetings and salutations. Miss Wol, I presume. Sienna informed me of your adventures in Aelport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though, as Professor Lamertand has found in saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly worthwhile. In the matter of hand, the corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in the abundance and standing courses following the calamity. Alas, it's no longer the case. And while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within Twellswood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with Spriggans, right? The furry little rascals who are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature is, with an infamously insatiable appetite, has singularly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twellswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested. And I am reasonably confident one still resides within his guts. It's quite fascinating. My theory is that this giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when you couldn't care less about all this Gucci. To the point then, giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is a particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and for such of the sort you will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart, I shall say the story for the original of its unusual name upon another occasion, outside the Spriggan's lair and wait for the opportune moment to rounds. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Okay. Please do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed. What is that? What is that? God's awful smell. My word, that is breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh. And I see you weren't averse to digging through Spriggan entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. The thick coating of digestive juices was protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, though one of one with earth aspect of ether. Calm down, calm down. I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering their previous 2 attempts were for naught. Beg your pardon, Rathima. I forgot to return the crystal to you. Oh, there was a message from you from Professor Laverton. Something about a man named Marquez? Apparently the professor misses intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It appears to me that you have yet to ask why you need the crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it were used for evil ends. Well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Greetings, madam. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? All repairs and modifications have been completed, Rathima. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but it looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Rathima. See that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon something becomes something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. What I was born to do. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, the test can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, we cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there will be a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal will trigger a massive... Mayhap it's better we remain positive. Rathima, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. If helped me, we could discover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing, this feels right. My apologies for the sudden and empowering sentiment. I should have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Damn it! I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Rathima, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own.